Welcome, friends, to my kitchen. Bem-vindos à minha cozinha. I am going to do roasted fish in the grill today, and I'm going to make a sauce to go with my fish. I'm going to make un molho cru, raw. Everything is raw. You don't have to cook none of this. And the longer it sits in the fridge, the better. I have 2 medium onions and maybe about 8 cloves of garlic, half a cup of parsley. I have half a cup of malagueta. It's spicy. And then 1 cup of bell pepper paste or bell pepper sauce. This is my own sauce that I make. I need some olive oil, probably about a half a cup or 3/4 of a cup. This is where the flavor is. And then some rice wine vinegar, white vinegar, whatever vinegar you prefer. And I'm going to let this sit in the fridge when I am cooking the fish. Okay, I'm going to put my parsley. And this is good. You can make this in the morning, and then when it's time for dinner, I'm going to put a little bit of salt, not very much because my pepper has salt, so maybe about a half a teaspoon, or however you prefer. And I'm going to taste it, see if I need more vinegar. This is according to your preference. A little bit more, and I need more vinegar. More olive oil. And I'm going to cover this and keep in the fridge. I'm going to serve this with inhames or terra root that I have at boiling. And I'm also making bol de stang, which is a cornbread with that is cooked on a grill. It's flat cornbread. Okay, and this is done, and I'm going to get my fish ready. And as soon as my bol de stang is done, we're going to do the fish. I'm going to roll the fish all in cornmeal, and then we're going to just put it on top of the griddle. So we called peixe assado, charge assado. They're grilled. They're not fried. I'm not frying none of this. I'm going to cover this. I've never made this kind of fish this way, the chicharros, but that was another way my mom used to make it. Eu estou fazendo chicharros assados. E eu tive fazendo molho cru com cebola, alho, pimenta, malagueta e pimentão, vinagre e azeite. E eu misturei tudo e põe no frigorífico, e assim quando a gente serve aquilo, pode servir com batata, vai servir com inhames e com bolo de stang. E eu mostro tudo no feio. Okay, friends, so now it's time for me to roll my chicharros on cornmeal. So I fixed this chicharros yesterday, and I put them with malagueta, garlic, and salt. That was it. And I let it sit in the refrigerator overnight, those flavors. So now I have yellow cornmeal, and I'm going to roll my fish, shake it, and put it in that tray. And if you don't have a griddle, you can use a frying pan. Wait, I'm cooking all this outside so I don't make a big mess in here. And I'm going to cook my fish. Here is my inhames. I'm going to start roasting my fish. They're all rolled in yellow cornmeal, or you can use white, whatever you prefer. And now we're just going to let them roast in here. I have my griddle on medium heat, and I'm going to lower because I don't want this to burn. I want this to cook nice and slow. This is an alternative to, instead of frying, a little bit healthier and less work. Roasted chicharros. I knew I needed to come here to my griddle because everything would fit in here. Low heat, let them roast nice and slow. I'm gonna start peeling my inhames. When I'm cooking here, the fish, you gotta peel after they're cooked. And I'm gonna do this. I finished with my boule de stuff, and I'm gonna do this. So, leave in the comments, did you ever add fish or salt or grilled charinhos like I'm doing it? Okay, o meu peixe está assando e eu estou descascando agora os inhames e assim eu estou fazendo duas coisas ao mesmo tempo. Eu me dei para esta assadeira grande que tenho, senão eu estava aqui toda a manhã a assar peixe. So, estou quase pronto. Já virei uma vez, eu vou virar mais uma vez e a peça estão prontos. E o inhame está cozido, está frio, agora eu vou descascar e assim eu tenho o meu almoço quase pronto. Eu mostro quando está tudo pronto. My fish is almost done. You need to cook this nice and slow. You can't cook it too fast, they'll burn and it won't cook inside. Look at this. Smells so good. I remember my mom making this. Sometimes when we used to go to the ocean, you know, we couldn't fry fish or anything. She would take fish and do this way. That was one good way for us to eat this fish. Okay, friends, my meal is done. My lunch is done. I made boule de stan. That I made inhames, molho cru, which is raw vegetables pretty much. It's simple. And then roasted chicharros. This was a meal that my mom would make at least maybe once a week or at least a couple times a month. We had chicharros all the time. I remember her making this kind when we used to go to the ocean, or if we were working on a field all day, she would make this. She would take the stung and kind of make this easy for us to eat. So this was a typical meal for us. Sometimes we substitute inhames for potatoes, but most people grew inhames. My dad grew his own inhames, so I don't remember us buying it. But this is what's going to be for lunch today. I'm going to share this with my son and my in-laws because this was a meal we all grew up eating. So I will leave the recipe in the description so you can make any of these meals, any of this stuff, and put it on your table and share with your family and friends. Don't forget to subscribe in my channel, give me a thumbs up, share my videos on your social media with your family and friends. Until next time, have a good day.